Boom. Okay, there you go. Do you want to say hi, Avery?
Hi, Avery.
There we go. Okay. So first off, this is going to be a GUI, and with graphical user interfaces, there's a lot of overhead. There's a lot of things that the computer needs to make graphic programs run, right? So if you remember, when we need to read something in from a user, we need to import something. What is it? Scanner, right? So we are going to do the exact same thing. We are going to have to import some stuff, and that's fine, right? But we have to import some packages, some libraries. So we're going to import 2 libraries for what we're going to work on today. The first one is import, okay, Java dot, not dot util. That's what we've been using in the past. Okay, but we're going to import java.awt, okay, dot, okay, now this is a library. This is the Java AWT library. In the Java AWT library, there's all of these little functions and commands that you can run, right? So there's a ton of stuff. For what we're going to do today, we're going to use multiple of these. We could import just the 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 that we need. But because we're going to need a lot of them, instead of importing each one individually, I'm going to import java.awt.star. And in computer programming, what does the star do? It means everything, right? Savannah says it means everything. It means everything. So it imports all of those little packages that you guys saw when we open that up. It's going to just bring all of them in. So we want the java.awt, okay? We also want, I want my spacing to be right. We're going to import java x.swing. And then again, in java x.swing, there's a whole bunch of things we can do. Okay. We're just going to get them all. So let's just grab them all. Right? Oop, I did that wrong. What the heck? Oh, my cursor was over the top of it. I'm like, that does not look like a semicolon. It's because this was sitting like that. There's a weird thing. Okay. So we're going to import java.awt and javax.swing. These are the 2 libraries that basically let us draw things on the screen. Okay. All right. In our programs, generally speaking, what is the first thing that we do at the top? Define our variables, make calls that we're going to need, right? And today is no different. However, we are going to declare some things that maybe look a little unfamiliar to you. Okay, so we are going to declare a J-frame. Okay, a J-frame is simply a variable type, essentially, is what it ends up being. Further down in the year, we'll actually start referring to these as objects. But for now, I want you to think of this as just like declaring an integer or a string or a char or anything that you guys have used already. So we're declaring a variable of type JFrame, and the name I want to give it is the GUI, right? Because this is the graphical user interface. This is the part that we do, okay? Equals new, right? This should start looking a little familiar because you guys have done this with your scanner. And then we're going to go JFrame. And then it's not going to have any arguments, so we're going to leave the parentheses blank like that. Okay, so we have that. Now, that's our JFrame. The problem with the JFrame is that when a window pops up on a computer, it has some properties, right? What are some properties that a window has when it pops up on your computer? The size, that's a big one, right? The title, what's on the top? What is it, right? So let's go ahead and let's set up how big we want it to be, and let's set up the title. So we're going to go the GUI, okay, dot set title, like that. And then inside of our parentheses, we're going to include a string. And for me, I'm just going to go black and white. Oh, HITE tiles. Okay, I'm just going to call it black and white tiles because that's what we're going to end up doing. Okay, so that's set title. So we used the GUI is an object that we declared, and it uses a function of that object or a method of that object called set title. So now we're going to do another one, the GUI, and we're going to go set, Caden, we had to set the title, and what was the second thing? The size, right? So we're going to go set size. Okay, and the size is, you can set this to be whatever you want, but understand that this is pixels, right? How wide, how many pixels are on your screen right now? Generally speaking, most monitors range anywhere from 1280 to 1920. That's the most common right now. Okay, that's only going to get bigger as we go on, but for right now, that's generally the default size is somewhere between 1280 and 1920 wide. So I'm just going to make I want to make this relatively small. So let's go 300, comma 300. Let's make it a square. Okay, so now we have size and title. There's one more thing that we have to do. And this actually kind of leads to something a little funny if we did it right. But we have the GUI, right? Dot set default close operation. And then we're going to go JFrame. This is our argument. Dot exit on close. Okay. So you know when a window opens up in Windows and there's that little X up in the top right hand corner? This adds for some funky stuff. Do you guys know that that X doesn't necessarily automatically close the program? You have to actually tell it what to do when it says close. This is exit on close, right? So if they hit the X, we could have the program continue to run in the background. Might be an option, right? Because sometimes when you close the X, it just minimizes it down to the system tray, doesn't it? Or we can have it completely shut the program down. That's what we're going to do. When you start getting into funky stuff and fun stuff you can do, think about instead of doing exit on close, what if we did open new window? That would be awesome, right? So every time they clicked on your X to close your program, it just opened up a new one. Yeah, right? Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, you can totally write some April Fool's jokes with this. So this is okay. Okay, so now we have declared our window. If I run my program, let's say I go like this, go run file, because remember, I tell you guys all the time, make sure that you're running your programs while you're writing them. What happens? Build successful. Yay! But I didn't get a window pop up. That sucks. It's because we're not done making our window. Right now, the computer doesn't really know what to do with it. Okay, so we are going to have to declare some things called JPanels. They're going to be variable just like we're doing, but we're going to go JPanel. And remember, these are case sensitive, so make sure if I use a capital P, so do you. Okay, JPanel, and so it's a variable of type JPanel. The name that we're going to give this one is, we might as well just go numerically because it makes sense. Panel 1. JPanel, panel 1 equals new JPanel. And we're not going to pass any arguments into this one currently. Okay, so we have declared our JPanel, panel 1, right? We also have to initialize it, right? We have to give it some properties. Yes. Why are the 1 and the L the exact same? That's the font you're using. If we have somebody that has changed their font to, say, I don't know, Comic Sans, you might be able to see it better. We do have somebody in class running Comic Sans, and it makes me want to vomit every time I help them. Yeah, it's awful. Of course you did. I know whose it is. He has a habit of leaving things in class. Okay, so we have to initialize it now. So we're going to go panel 1. Panel 1 like that. Dot. We're going to do a method of panel 1. And the method we're going to use is set background color. Dot. Let's go with black, like that. Okay, now we need to declare a second JPanel. I forgot to do capital. JPanel, oh my gosh, Panel. Panel 2. Comic Sans programming is not so fun, Savannah. It's a good way for me to never help you again. Really? I didn't sit over at your computer last class period for like 15 minutes and help you with your stuff. I will remember that next time Savannah asks me for help. I'm going to say, sorry, I never help you. So what? Hey, if what she claims, I am just making it happen.
Like, I see what you're doing. It's so...
Panel 2, set, background. Because I want you to do it yourself, Savannah. If I just give you the answer doesn't mean anything. Okay, so if you look up on the board, there's like a square, and there's 9 panels in there. That's what we're going to design. And so what I want you to do is go ahead and create 9 JPanels. Yep. Just reverse black and white. Just go black and white and black and white and black and white, right? So I'm going to take the cheater way. That's 4, 6, 8, 9, but I'm going to delete the last one. And then I'm going to go in and change my numbers. So panel 3, panel 3, 4, 4, 5. I'll just go through and make these all 1 through 9. Okay. There we go. So make yours look like that. Okay, let's look at, it did turn out good. Oh, no, not Kai's. I didn't mean to bring up Kai's. Let's not do Kai's. Let's do Mason's. All right, Mason, yours is, you didn't capitalize your P in JPanel, Mason. That would do it. Okay. I'm going to pause this for just a second. All right, so if we have all of our 9 done, if I run my program, what's going to happen? Build successful. Time 1 second. Yay, but nothing popped up. Okay, all we've done is we have a bunch of panels that we've declared, and we've told it what color we want those panels to be, but have we actually told it to put the panels into the window and do something with it? No. All we have is declared the panels we're going to use. We haven't actually told them what to do with it. And so that's what we are going to do now. So if we have our panels, right? So we're in here, wherever my mouse pointer is, there it is. Okay. The first thing we got to do is we have to declare a container that's actually going to load up when the window loads. So container is another object type. So we're going to go container, and we're going to call our container, what would make sense? We're going to call our container Purina. Why will make sense in just a little bit. It may not make sense, but it will. Okay. And container Purina equals the GUI dot get content pane. Okay. Now, our get content pane. This is the actual pop-up window that appears on the computer. We haven't even specified that yet. So it doesn't even know what to pop up. Okay, so we're going to go the GUI.getContentPane, and we are going to specify how many rows and columns we want our content pane to have. So looking at the board, what do we want it to be? 3 by 3, right? 3, 3. So that's 3 rows. Oh, dang it. I did that wrong. We don't do that one yet. I got ahead of myself. There's no arguments for that one. The next thing we're going to do is set the layout. In the layout is where we do 3 by 3. Okay, so we're going to go Purina, because that's our object, dot set layout. Okay, and then we're going to go new. And we're going to use, we can do all sorts of different layouts in here. The one we're going to use for this one in particular is called a grid layout. So new grid layout, and then inside of these parentheses is where we do our 3 by 3 grid. Okay. So now, come here, and so now we have a content pane created. We have the layout specified in 3 rows, 3 columns. We know it's going to be 300 pixels by 300 pixels, but now is the moment which we will actually tell it to load the different panels. So we're going to go Purina dot add, and the argument, the thing we're going to add is panel 1. Yay! Yeah. Okay. Copy. So I'm going to go panel 2, panel 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So then I'm going to go through, I'm just going to change my numbers here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we have 9 panels. We're good, right? So now we have our panel, we have the window, we have the size, we have the grids, we have the columns and the rows set up. We have told the computer what to put in the columns and rows. If I hit run, do you guys think it's going to work? No, it's not. Okay, here's our problem. I would like you guys to, on your computer, hit Control, Alt, and Delete all at the same time. And then I want you to click on Task Manager, and something a little like this will pop up. Okay? All right. These apps, yes. Control Shift Escape will also do it, as will Windows T, I believe. Okay? But none of that matters. Okay. So how many programs, according to your start bar right now, how many programs are you running? Down at the bottom. 2. Some of you are running 2. Some of you are running 3. Okay? That's fine. I am running 9. I'm running Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Outlook, 2 copies of Word, NetBeans, a Notepad, or a NetSupport, Notepad, and Task Manager. Is that all the programs that are running on my computer right now? No. In actuality, I'm running about 110 programs on my computer right now. Here's the list of programs that I'm actually running. Okay, so how does the computer know whether or not a program is supposed to be visible or running in the background? So these 9 are my visible programs. These 110 are the background processes. Yeah. What we have to do is we have to actually specify whether we want our program to be visible. So we're going to go the GUI dot set visible, and we are going to actually make that true. So now, oh, I spelled visible wrong. Set visible true. So now what we have is we have specifically told the Java compiler, hey, so I'm going to create this program and I want it to run in the foreground. So if I run this now, we should get a pop-up that looks like, hey. It's actually the Purina dog chow logo. That's why I called it Purina, because it ends up being the Purina flag. No, because that would be a square, and the Japanese flag is a circle. Yes. It is. It does look like the Minecraft face. Okay. For your guys' information, and for what you're going to be working on today, white and black is not super useful. So I can actually change it. So let's go to panel 5, which should be the dead center panel, and instead of black, I'm going to type red. If I rerun this, boom, we now have the Purina logo with a red square in the middle. What kind of specific colors could you get? Well, let me show you. So if you go color, oh geez, too many. Color dot, all of a sudden it's going to pop up with all of the colors that you can use. Pink, orange, magenta, light gray, green, gray, dark gray, white, yellow, black, blue, cyan. Right? Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if we choose magenta and then run this, I should have magenta in the middle. Okay. However, is that a full list of the colors that you're going to need to make your international flags? It's not going to look right. There's red, but red, if you're doing certain flags, the red is more vibrant or more dark or whatever, right? If we do, say, blue, which is a sin, don't ever use blue. Blue is a bad computer color to use. Okay. I'll show you in a minute why blue is so bad, but
Because it makes you not sleep.
it makes you not sleep. Drake's does not seem to be working. It suppresses melatonin. Blue suppresses melatonin production in your head. It's actually interesting. The color blue does. There's something wrong with Drake's. When did it get screwed up, Drake? From the beginning. Oh, Drake, here's your problem. Can anybody see Drake's problem? Panel 1, panel 1, panel 2, panel 2, panel 3, panel 3, panel 4, panel 4, panel 5, panel 5, panel 6, panel 2. Yeah, panel 7, panel 6, panel 8, panel 7. Drake! I think your counting may have gotten off by a skosh, Drake. If you fix that, Drake, it'll work. Okay. So clearly, those colors that are available is not going to be enough. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do custom colors. Okay. Custom colors actually use the RGB color set. But we have to declare our custom colors akin to the way we would declare a variable. And so we're going to come up here. Let's do color. So it's a variable of type color, right? Because the Java Swing package allows us to use a color variable. Color, what should we make? The red flag? She wants... No, we're not going to make a flag. I'm just talking about a color. Do you want to do... How about we do creeper green? We're actually going to call it creeper green. Color creeper green equals new color. Like that. And the arguments that our new color has is going to be 3 numbers between 0 and 255, which is the RGB values. Thank you. Good job. So creeper green is going to be something like let's do 150, comma 255, comma 112, somewhere in there. Does that make sense? That's pretty close, I think, probably to creeper green. So in our middle one, panel 5, right here, instead of color.blue, I am simply going to replace the entire color.blue with creeper green. Okay, so if I come here, go run file. That's, whoa, too bright. Well, actually, it looks pretty good on the TV. It looks terrible on the projector. Interesting. Okay, Avery, what were you going to ask? Okay. I actually appreciate that sentiment. Did you guys hear Dixon? Dixon said this is going to end up being a lot of guessing. Yes and no. After you get good at it, so I can go eggplant, say, because eggplant's kind of a cool purple, right? So if I go eggplant, and we want to make an eggplant color, that's going to be somewhere in the range of 60, comma 5, comma 60, somewhere in there. And I go run file. Oh crap, cancel. Sorry. We forgot to change creeper green into eggplant. So if we go here, go run file, that should be kind of an eggplant color. That looks nice. It looks bad on the TV. It looks good on the projector. Yeah. So we can make it brighter. All right. So until you kind of have a handle on RGB values and how they actually work, there's a neat tool you can use. If you go to Google and you type in hex color picker. This is a hex color picker tool. What you can do is you can slide this around, right? First thing you do is on the slider bar right here. So let's see if we can replicate our creeper green, right? So it's going to be right there. And we're going to make it, well, if we're looking at the TV, that's not even close. Well, about halfway between the two. Okay. Okay. So right here, if you look, right? So now I have these RGB values. I have 7, 154, and 60. Okay. So if I go back to my program and go here and go 7, comma 154, comma 60, and then I'm going to change this to creeper, and then change this to creeper. You guys will see that now it's the same color that I had in there before. Okay, so that's kind of how you can set your own custom colors with that. Let me caution you really quickly though. You don't need color.creeper. You just need the variable name that you created. Okay? Yeah. Let's see. Davenport messed his up. I'm going to put it on here. Let's see. Import java.awt. So you got Java and Swing. That's good. Cannot find symbol variable color. That's odd. What did you mess up? Container pane? Cannot find symbol. Java.awt, javax.swing. Yeah. Still is running? Okay. Well, give me just a sec. All right. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you are going to take this simple version and you are going to use it to create your next assignment, which I will explain to you in class in just a sec. Okay? All right. Since this is going on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Smash the like button. Help your content creators out by smashing the like button and hit the subscribe and become an epic Northridge Java. Yeah, it's like to thank our patrons. No, you can do those things or not those things. I don't really care because I don't. Yeah, I don't have merch. Don't have any of this. Okay. All right. Anyways, get your freaking homework done. How about that? And if you're watching this video because you didn't show up to class, how about you show up to class? Is that better? There we go. Okay.